Oh no. Oh no. This is Beauty or Bust, where we test out the beauty world's weirdest products and decide if they're worth your money or a total bust. Today, I am going to be trying out homemade makeup products that I found on Etsy.com. Etsy has a pretty huge beauty section that I always ignored for some reason, and I realized it might be really fun to try out some of this stuff that is being made in like people's kitchens. I'm gonna be testing out this homemade makeup on the shade ranges available on Etsy, how well it applies, and how long it wears. So at the end of this video, I'm gonna be doing an 8-hour check-in, maybe sooner if the makeup starts curdling before 8 hours. First step is gonna be primer, and I'm gonna be using 2. This one is the Pure Lips Good Touch Natural Primer and Moisturizer that I'll use on my entire face, minus my T-zone. And then I have the NORA PEARSON Skin Primer, which is more mattifying, so I'm gonna use this one on my T-zone. And hopefully mixing them will do nothing bad. What is next? I guess a foundation. Oh, yikes. I'm gonna go with this second shade right here, which is the least disappointing, and that is the liquid foundation from Raw Beauty in the shade Medium Beige. We have vitamin E oil, jojoba oil, sweet almond oil, meadow foam seed oil. Interesting. I don't have a concealer, so I'm just gonna go in with my own under my eyes. One thing I definitely have been noticing is that the ingredient lists for these homemade products are definitely a lot shorter than any other makeup product I own. So I'm interested to see how my concealer, which was obviously mass produced, is gonna mesh with this foundation. So it seems as if my concealer has actually removed the foundation that was there before. So the answer to my question is that these don't work well together, but we're gonna just try to press them back into one another. Moving on to setting powder, I'm gonna use the Raw Beauty Matte Finishing Powder, and this contains arrowroot powder and kaolin clay. I'm gonna jump into my eyeshadow now. I left some powder underneath my eyes to catch any fallout just in case. I'm gonna use this eyeshadow primer from BEAUTYBARBABY, and I'm also gonna use the shade Nilla from their eyeshadow collection. This is an eyeshadow from Addictive Cosmetics, and it's in the shade Eggnog. I need a little bit of brown, so I'm gonna use the BEAUTYBARBABY eyeshadow in the shade Persephone. And I'm building up the shadows myself just because I don't wanna come in hot and then have to figure it out later. So it's not because they're not extremely pigmented, it's just because I don't want to mess up. This is gonna be like my blue base for this glitter that I really want to use. I really want to add some of this beautiful pressed glitter onto my eye. This is from BKR Cosmetics, and it's their pressed glitter in the shade Gold Sky. I don't have any glitter primer on me, so I'm just gonna use some more of this BEAUTYBARBABY eyeshadow primer and just hope that works out. Now I'm gonna put on the Pitch Black liquid eyeliner from Addictive Cosmetics. That took no time at all. I love this eyeliner. I like the stiff brush. So I put on my own lashes and mascara. We're gonna move back onto my face products. I'm gonna use the Raw Beauty bronzer. Ooh, which is also in these little tiny jars, and I gotta say, for bronzer, that is pretty inconvenient, because look at this brush. It's actually pretty nice. I was concerned about the color. It does look like a little bit red-ish, but it's not terrible. Now I'm gonna move on to blush. We have the Addictive Cosmetics Mineral Blush in the shade Fuzzy Navel.
Are you ready?
I am going to be filling in my brows with my own brow pencil, but I'm gonna use the Addictive Cosmetics Stay Put Brow Taming Pencil in my brows. It's like, looks like a wax stick for your eyebrows so that they stay down and don't move. Finally, we get to highlighter. I'm going to use this beautiful highlight from Vanessa's Vanity in the shade Unspoken. Can you see that like word pressing that they did on this? It's so pretty. I'm gonna add a little bit more highlighter. I also got the shade Invisible Gold from Vanessa's Vanity. It came a little busted, but I still really want to use it. I loved both of those highlighters. They were incredible. I'm going to use the Cosmic Punk Liquid Lipstick in the shade Jungle. The applicator is a little stiff, which I do not like. It's a little rough. So this lip gloss is from the shop Little Stuff For You, and it is in the shade Almost Naked. And just because I have it sitting here and it's been staring at me this entire time, this is a lip plumper from NORA PEARSON. I just want to add like a little, I just want to know what it feels like. I've never used a lip plumper before. It's straight up cinnamon. It's like cinnamon in a tube. Are they plumping? I can't tell. I don't feel anything though. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! It feels a little stingy for real. Like little tiny pricks. Oh my God. Woo! It's not like I need to wash it off immediately, but it doesn't feel pleasant. Finally, I have a makeup setting spray from BEAUTYBARBABY. This is just a normal makeup setting spray in the scent Coconut Milk. Interesting. And it says it's 100% alcohol free. Wow, I love that. The only major disappointment for me was in the beginning when I tried to find my foundation, and the foundation that I did end up using is okay. I just felt like the more stuff I had put on my face, the more it kind of like rubbed away. Like my nose looks a little rubbed away right now. Everything aside from the foundation and the liquid lipstick has really blown me away. I am so impressed. I think that the standouts right now for me are all of those eyeshadows, this pressed glitter. I loved the lip gloss. There's just so much good stuff happening. The real test though is how long is this stuff actually gonna last on my face with these ingredients. I am going to do my wear test for the next 8 hours, check in with you guys at home, and then come back here to give you my final thoughts on all of this Etsy homemade makeup. I did not last with those lashes. I took them off almost immediately, but here we are at the 8-hour mark. This is what my face looks like right now, and I have to say I'm pretty disappointed with this foundation. It got all weird, and it just like very easily just like, look, wipes right off. That's so bad. Yeah, anytime I touched my face or rubbed my face, anything like that, it just came straight off. And everything else lasted the full 8 hours. The eye makeup is still there, my brows are still in place, I can still see my bronzer, blush, and highlight. The lips didn't last as long, but I wasn't expecting them to. I layered 2 glosses on top of a matte lipstick. I think that it's kind of incredible that out of the 20 or so products I tried, I only had one that really disappointed me. I do touch my face and I do like lean on it like this, but I've never had the issue where my foundation just comes right off like no big deal. Again, when I was trying to figure out my shade and then getting the products and swatching them, they just seemed off. So shopping on Etsy is definitely a little bit harder when you want a big range of foundation shades. The highlighters, the lip gloss, the eyeshadows, and that eye glitter were just really beautiful, they were things that I could see myself using again. I wasn't expecting these products to be bad because they're homemade. I think I was mostly expecting them just to not last very long because they're missing chemicals. The chemicals that keep the products on your face. I don't know how makeup works. I think that homemade Etsy makeup is definitely worth trying out. It's cool to support smaller shops and businesses, and just fun to try something new, something unique that not everybody has.